Okay, guys, today we have we've got a lot of stories to cover, right? I know you might have seen in the video title. Yes, indeed, it is true. Bheki Cele said it that he doesn't fear the Gcaba brothers, right? We will talk about that shortly. But in today's episode, in today's live stream, I'm going to be talking more about police corruption. Some members of the SAPS, many of them have been arrested for kidnapping. Some have been arrested for murdering people. Some have been arrested for raping. Some have been, it's crime after crime after crime. And the most important thing here is who is committing that crime. You can accept when a civilian commits certain crime and really will be like, okay, it's fine, I get it, though it's not right. But when police themselves are now involved in criminal activity, and you kind of feel like, hey, are we even safe then? Is it even healthy for us to say that we've got police, they've got this situation under control? So I hope you don't mind me looking down because I'm about to go through all of those things, right? Just give me a few moments. In a few time or in no time, we will be going through that, right? Um, oh, look, Hamanik Makanya with hi Bongs, hi Hamanik. Right. Now I'll get back to your comments, guys. Now let's start with this story, right? Two Gauteng police charged with kidnapping. The story was released by Ushonisani Tsikalange, right? Police. We'll get back to Bheki Cele. He doesn't fear the Gcaba brothers. Now listen to this one. A very interesting story, right? Listen to this one. Give me a few minutes. Okay, yes, it opened now. Two Gauteng police officers charged with kidnapping and defeating the administration of justice were on Wednesday released by the Huzong Magistrate Court on 5,000 bail. The Jew were arrested on March 13 after allegedly kidnapping a man from his house. Sergeant Isaac Mate Makalusile, 39, from Sebukeng. Sebukeng is around Val, guys. On your way to Val from Joburg, right? The Constable Lokupumlani Zamin, 30 years, from Meyatin. Meyatin, if you are from Joburg, it's Meyatin before Sebukeng, right? Then it's Val University. Look, then it's Val and Val University, and University of Northwest is also there as well. So they said that the two are accomplices who are still being sought. Allegedly went into the victim's house on West Rand in a state vehicle earlier on that day. National Prosecuting Authority spokesperson Lamke Mahajana said they told the victim they had articles that belongs to him and that he should accompany them to the police station. Right? The complainant informed them that he did not report anything missing. They insisted, and the complainant obliged because he believed they were police officers and they also showed him their services card. While driving, they turned into an opposite direction instead of driving towards the police station. Oh, listen to the story. How are you going to trust police if police commit such heinous crime using state vehicle and state resources? Listen to this one. She said the man screamed when he saw his brother car driving past while still on the road. The brother saw him and followed the car driven by police officers and managed to stop it. The two accomplices fled the scene. Fled the scene of duty police officer who saw the commotion went into the scene to inquire what was going on. Upon realizing that a possible crime was being committed, he escorted the two police officers to the police station where they were arrested. The two officers told the court they intended to plead not guilty. That's one story, guys. One One story. I'm coming back to your comment, guys. I see you. I see them. They are coming in. One story. Remember, I've read two story. Oh, look, it's one story of two police that has been arrested. Let's go into another one. Our police guys are busy. Police guys are busy. Okay, before we get into the one of police, there's this story that has been doing rounds that I didn't cover in this YouTube channel of a pastor that cut off my hands despite my plea for mercy. I saw people sending me this story, and today I thought, you know what? People, look, as we continue listening, look, as we continue talking about these issues of justice in this country, I might as well cover this one as well. Right? There's a story here by look, Good Times Life. The story was released by Tulane Mbele, right? Tulane Mbele. Uthi-ke, I begged him, look, to at least leave me with one hand. But he said, my friends must see what happened to people who steal for him. Look, those are the words from a man who had both his hands chopped off in Pumalanga 2 weeks ago. Dumsane Mahlangu, 29, was released from hospital this week and spoke to Sowetan, admitting he was a thief. However, Mahlangu said he had nothing to do with the crime he was accused of on March 20 when he had his hands chopped off in Vosman, Emalahleni, allegedly by a local pastor after he was accused of stealing from the church. Apostle Solomon Mahlanga, 58, and his 20-year-old son Enoch appeared in Emalahleni Magistrate Court on charges of attempted murder and kidnapping. The case was postponed to 9 April, which is yesterday, right? The case was postponed to 9 April for bail application. The Community Policing Forum, CPF, in the area said they were faced with the drug problem, with drug addicts stealing stills to sell and scrapyard to fit their addiction, right? The man says, I was going to my friend's house at around about 7 a.m. I took a shortcut and walked through the churchyard. Four men approached me, accusing me of stealing. I tried to run away. I had several gunshots and they told me to stop or they will shoot me. They assaulted me with sticks and yeah. The pastor's son phoned the pastor. I heard him saying, Dad, we found Dumsan. The pastor came and was driving a van, followed by his wife in a car. When he arrived, he assaulted me and and tied my hands and feet with a rope. They put me in the back of a van and drove to a scheduled area. Yeah, and that's where the cutting of hands happened. So I'm not going to go through everything in the article. I just thought that, you know what, because a lot of people have been saying that they want to know what happened with that story. To them, it was a bit horrific, right? So yeah, now let's go back. Remember, guys, like I said to you guys, remember that I said to you guys, we still need to talk about Bheki Cele saying, yeah, nah, he's not scared of the Gcaba brothers. But yeah, listen to this one. Listen to this one. Slain Devon cop wife in court. Now, this is another woman in Devon who took the life of her husband, which was a police, right? Now let's take a look at this one. Times Life seems to be doing well when it comes to such stories, right? They said the wife of a slain Devon Metro Police Captain Thomas Ntombela again appeared in Devon Magistrate Court on Wednesday. Nomcebo Faith Ntombela, 43, appeared on the with her co-accused school principal Stembiso Kumalo, 53. Alleged hitman Tulani Cele was not present in court. However, a legal aid representative was there on his behalf. In August last year, Mzo Ntombela was sentenced to 20 years behind bars after pleading guilty before Devon High Court by Judge Kate Pillay. On Wednesday, the magistrate transferred the matter to Devon High Court with a date of 13 June. Thomas Ndombela, who was attached to the VIP protection service, was shot dead outside his home on Umlazi. Oh, hey guys, Sizzle Pair, hey guys, hey guys, I'm asking no man about look, guys, that this is gonna be the end of us. I'm telling you. Okay. From there are other stories that I want us to cover. We've got a lot of stories here. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Now listen to this one. Listen to this one. Listen to this one. There's a story by There's a story by guys, police. Those guys will be the end of us. I'm telling you. There's a story by IOL. It says 5,000 bail for two cops who allegedly kidnapped a man from his home and was eventually saved by his brother. I think I've covered that one. And National Prosecuting Authority said Sergeant Isaac Mate. I think yeah, that's a story that I've covered. It was written by another newspaper. Then again, let's go into this one as well. Yeah, police are going to be the end of us, guys. But not only police, guys, who are committing this. Listen to this one. Another one, stepfather, cop, jailed for 30 years for rape. Mother sentenced to 5 years for failure to report the rape. There are two lessons that I want us to learn from this. A stepfather who is a police is sentenced to 30 years. The mother is sentenced to 5 years for failing to report a criminal activity. Now, let's go through the story. This story was by who? I can't credit this journalist because I don't see the name of this journalist. But the story comes from It's Written Live. Listen to this one. Oh, by okay. A 53-year-old police sergeant stationed in East London was on Friday sentenced to an effective 30 years imprisonment for raping his stepdaughter between 2018 to 2029. The High Court in East London also sentenced the sergeant's wife, the 36-year-old constable, and the child's biological mother to 5 years imprisonment or 5,000 fine for her failure to report these cases after her child reported the rape to her. The rape began when she was 13. Now, tell me something, guys. How do you rape a 13-year-old child? Like that. Those are some of the questions that I always have to say. You hear that a person slept with a 2 month old baby. And you kind of ask yourself, how do you sleep with a 2-month-old baby? Like, how? But yeah, the man was arrested after a case was opened, like was reported to the Independent Police Investigating Directorate, IPID. IPID uploaded the complainant as aunt who assisted her in opening a case and helping her through the court process, as well as the investigating officer and the prosecutor in ensuring justice for the complainant, IPID said. Now, that's a police officer, a person that you wouldn't have thought would this person commit such a crime. Now, when all of this happened, you must bear in mind you are always being told that let the law take its course. But how are you going to allow the law to take its course when police themselves are? You know what I'm saying? Number two, there's one lesson that I want you to learn. You remember me, I keep saying when we talk about the Senzo Meyiwa case that I'm interested to see Abokele Kumalo going to testify because they are not just a witness, but they are an eyewitness. This here, it clarifies, look, it also, I wouldn't, look, it adds weight to what I've always said to you. When I say this woman here, she has been, what can I say? This woman, she has had the crime, she has seen the crime, but she did not report the crime. And because she did not report the crime, she's told, now you are guilty. You know what I'm saying? So in other words, you are charged as an accomplice for hearing, seeing, but not reporting that crime. So if you argue from that angle, then you will ask yourself, in the case of Senzo Meyiwa, you expect people who have seen this whole thing to come and testify. But let's move on. We are dealing with court cases today, guys. We're dealing with court cases today, guys. Let's continue. Couple charged with rape of daughter arrested for concealing a child's death. Hey, remember we've just spoke about one, a different one, from one West case to another one. Listen to this one. This one came from Santerina Gavenda, a senior reporter with Times Live. This is what they say. A Mpumalanga couple arrested for the rape of the woman's teenager daughter face a new charge for allegedly concealing the death of the child discovered in a shallow grave. Police spokesperson Colonel Donald Mdluli said a girl's 43-year-old stepfather and her biological mother, 35-year, were charged for the rape in Pinar in Mpumalanga. Mdluli said the girl's alleged rape was swept under the carpet for years, resulting in her running away from home and being kept in by a man who also allegedly raped her. Some members of the community alerted the authorities during the beginning of this past week. The case was open and the matter was investigated by the Family Violence, Child Protection and Sexual Offense Unit in Pinari. Right? He said a couple was arrested last week and remanded in prison until 14 June, where they will make their first appearance. Wow. The court will hear on the concealment of death charge at the magistrate court on Monday. This development comes after the remains of the child was exhumed in Pinar at a place where the young girl was allegedly raped by her stepfather while assisted by her own biological mother. Did you hear that? You are having a now. Now I've just given you two stories. The idea that men are horrible, look. What about these two women here? Do you see? And West part, it says that this is your two stories that I've read now consecutively, biological mothers. So it proves a point that we are not safe. Whether this is your biological daughter, son, I don't care, stepfather or none, it doesn't matter anymore, right? Let's continue. The news concerning a burial of a child in a shallow grave behind a shack where the family lived surfaced as police investigators were trying to get a picture of the circumstances around the girl's ordeal. Available information came forth about a child whose whereabouts was unknown. According to the investigation, people in the neighborhood were worried sick after not seeing the child for quite a while without being noticed about his death. Yes. Mdluli said it led to the discovery of the child's remains last Wednesday. A forensic investigation is underway to establish the cause of the child's death. Police at this stage cannot rule out the possibility of adding more charges against them. So far, police have learned the parents are not South African citizens and it is believed that they are originally from Mozambique without valid document to be in the country. Oh, kushushu guys, kushushu. Mind you, look, I came from, I told you a story of this lady that appeared in the story of this lady that appeared, who killed the boyfriend, who was working in the magistrate court in Durban, right? And then I told you about the the police who have committed this heinous crime. Now let's move now a little bit further. We have just spoken about we have just spoken about a crime committed by this family who are allegedly from Mozambique. Bheki Cele seems to have something about that. Bheki Cele, Minister of Police, Cele says South African local prisons hold almost 14,000 foreigners and about 144,000 are South African. He was briefing the media on Sunday to provide an update on the success achieved by the police service in response to serious and violent crime intelligence and improvement. Cele then says the South African prison have almost 14,000 foreigners and about 144,000 South Africans. So this could not be true that it's only foreigners who are causing crime in the country. Right. Now that we have secured that point, we need to go to Cele now himself. But before I go to Cele, where he says, I am not afraid or I'm not scared of the Gcaba brothers. Let me first read your comments. Let's get a breather. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a breather. Let me read your comments. What are people saying? Speak Mafukeng. Hello, hi my son. I love your show so much, and I love you too, Gakulu, Mam Kuku. Thank you, Mam Kuku. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you watching as well. Ujoy Machek. Hi, Bongs. Hi, Joy. Love you, Joy. Boyki. Hola, Bongs. Hey, Boyki. Hola. Bongiwe Beng uthi Dibongs. Hey, Bongiwe. Bongiwe, Bongani. Don't spoil the fun. Bongiwe, Bongan. Don't spoil the fun. If you don't get it, forget about it. Utsepa Anele, Utsepa Anele, Uti. Bongs, never be afraid. We all belong to God. Thank you. It's true. It's true. I appreciate that. It's true. Right. Latita, but Uti, hey, Bongs. Hey, Latit. Okay. Oh, man, I'm warning you, like, guys. I've got a problem with my eyes, especially the right hand eye. You know, guys, I'm struggling to see. You know what I'm saying? So I think I need to see a doctor for that. We'll go to again. Hey, Bongs. Yeah, D. Valentine, the justice system is captured and most crime involving police officers. It's very, very, very painful. It's very, very, very painful. Elias Mukwena, hi Bongs, first time I'm in. Hey, Elias, you're welcome. Hey guys, please welcome Elias. Elias, you're welcome. You're welcome. Now, we are now moving on to Bheki Cele manje. But before, there's another interesting one. This one is very interesting. I need to talk about this one. It's very important. Parliament to take no action against former speaker, right? We are going to Bheki Cele after this one. A parliament committee says it does not have the jurisdiction to investigate a complaint by DA against former Speaker Nosiviwe Mapisa Nqakula. DA Chief Whip Siviwe Gwarumbe Uti laid a formal complaint on the 6th of March in a lead up to Mapisa Nqakula's subsequent arrest and court appearance last week on 12 charges of fraud and one of money laundering. Gwarube called for a swift, impartial, and comprehensive investigation into the allegation concerning the salary increase to Secretary of Parliament Xolile George. On Wednesday, the Powers and the Privilege Committee said Mapisa Nqakula had resigned from her position as a Speaker and a Member of Parliament. It no longer had jurisdiction to consider the matter. Chairperson Nancy said that their power, according to a legal opinion, extend only to MPs. Therefore, when a person ceases to be a member of parliament, committee has no jurisdiction to consider the matter related to the person. Due to the fact that the former speaker resigned as a member of parliament, the committee has no jurisdiction to investigate the complaint by the chief whip of the opposition party. So, Mam Nosiviwe Mapisa Nqakula cannot be investigated. And that is what we are getting from this, right? Moving right along, we've got a lot to talk about today. And not that lot, but we've got something to talk about. Minister Bheki Cele came under fire. A lot of people were saying, hey, so if a minister of police, he himself fears the Gcaba brothers, who are we? Then he responded lately and said, I am not scared of anyone. Cele on Gcaba brothers and police clashed with the Inanda taxi boss. He then said, police, look, this article was released by Sinesipo, Sinesipo, yeah, okay. Police Minister Bheki Cele has dismissed viral social media posts suggesting he is frightened he's frightened of the Gcaba brothers who run a minibus empire in KwaZulu-Natal. The Gcaba family name came under the spotlight in the Keenan Forbes, aka and Tibelo Motswane Tibbs Motswane Simero case. Last month, the Devon Magistrate Court heard that a detective investigating the murders traced the source of 800,000 payment from one of the accused, Mziwethemba Gwabeni, a day after AK and Tibbs were murdered to a businessman, Sidney Mfundo Gcaba. The Gcaba family said the money was purely for business purposes and had nothing to do with the murder. Right? Look, it says, as question emerged about why the Gcaba thought mentioned in the investigation was not arrested. A short video of Cele speaking to JJ Tabane on frank dialogue about a businessman who is feared in KwaZulu-Natal trended. Though Cele did not name the businessman, the post says Cele says he's not scared of Gcaba brothers. At the weekend, during a funeral of Sergeant Bongeni Khoza, Cele said there were posts were spreading. Look, there were posts. Wait, he said posts were spreading misinformation as he was talking about Inanda taxi boss Siyabonga Getsemane. Oh yes, I remember that. I spoke to JJ last year about a construction mafia. I said there is someone they contractors are scared of. People on social media wrote, Cele says he's scared of the Gcaba family. This is Cele speaking here. People on social media wrote, Cele says he's scared of the Gcaba family. The person I was talking about is Getsemane from Inanda, who owns more than 1,000 taxis, and people are scared of him. Yeah. More than 1,000 taxis. Ah! That guy must be a real millionaire, guys. Yeah. But Utale is saying no. People were busy spreading misinformation. Mina, I didn't say I'm scared of that guy. No, I didn't speak about the Gcaba brothers. Cele said Getsemane and his bodyguard were arrested in November after they allegedly marched onto a construction site threatening to take over. 12, now listen, 12 armed people went into a construction site and the business told the contractors, you must live here. I am in charge now. The owners called the police for help. When the contractors fled the site, they used trucks to block the road and police found suspect on site. We arrested Getsemane and 12 bodyguard. Now he is suing for 100 million for the arrest. So people on social media must stop talking about things they don't know. They must stop being stupid. I am not scared of anyone. We deal with thugs and criminals. People on social media must stop spreading misinformation. Ah, guys, it's not me. It is Bheki Cele. I need to repeat what he said. Because we must be fair. We must not only speak against him, we must also, whenever he responds, we must also speak about the response as well. But the bottom line is that the man is saying, no, I am not scared of the Gcaba family. Let me repeat. 12 armed people went into a construction site The business told the contractors, you must leave. The businessman told the contractors, you must leave. I'm here. I'm in charge now. The owners called the police for help. When the constructors wait a minute, when the contractors fled the site, they used trucks to block the road, and police found the suspect on site. We arrested Gcaba and 12 bodyguards. Now he is suing for 100 million for arrest. So people on social media must stop talking about things they don't know. They must stop being stupid. I am not scared of anyone. Remember the question of being scared, and look, he's responding to people saying he's scared of the Gcaba brothers. So when he says, I'm not scared of anyone, now you understand the context where he's coming from. He's simply saying, I'm not scared of the Gcaba brothers. That's what we are hearing here. Sorry, guys. He says, we deal with thugs and criminals. People on social media must stop spreading misinformation. Oh, hi, Bo. Yeah. So, speaking of the Gcaba brothers, guys, Bheki Cele guys have spoken, and the man is very clear on the matter. The man is saying he is not scared of the Gcaba brothers. The other story that I need to look at, two KZN suspects arrested after kidnapping and demanding a ransom. The other thing that I need to share with you guys is the story as well. But as you comment, because I'm going to be going through your comments shortly, I want you guys to tell me, Uguti, what do you think about everything that I've just told you so far or up to so far, right? I'm interested. I'm interested to hear your thought and opinion about it. I've got a lot of stories that we are going to cover today because wow, hey, gushushu guys, gushushu, gushushu. Uh, okay. You remember that there were these people that were arrested by police in KZN. Look, no, that they were killed recently. I wanna go and cover that story as well because experts are saying police brutality. That's police brutality. So, okay, let's start here now. Let me read your comment. Lerato Moloko Motlotsi uthi, now look, how safe are you, brother? Because you are spitting fire on the look all the time. Hey, that question you are asking is very important. Yes, very important. Justina Moso Uti. Hi, Wangani Tele is not afraid of Gaba of the Gaba. Yes, because they are his they are, but see, this guy is saying no. He's not afraid of them because Ubam, let me repeat this one, guys. Justina Moso. But no, he's not afraid of them because they are his friends. Okay. Look, but guys, now I like Silas head. Ukorat, ukorat. Utilane Mavimbela. How can we be scared? Look, how can he be scared? Because he knows more than we know about them. But wonder if he is really not scared. You are saying the word I'm not scared. It could be that it's just a word that is saying out there on media, but it's not that in reality what he really like what he really means. I get it. All right. Almond Mati Meja Uti. He is talking shit. Okay. Zanele Nuta. Afternoon bongs. Lling uyang look uyaboyika. You think uyaboyika, ne? Okay, dear Valentine. There's no way Cele can be scared of them because he is part of the system. As he said, he deals with thugs and criminals. My question is, which way? That's another interesting one. You came from a different angle. That's another interesting one. Which way? Because I may say that I deal with thugs only to find that I mean, like we are friends, we exchange things, you know what I'm saying? There are certain agreements, you know what I'm saying? Things that do happen. So I get exactly what way you're coming from when you say which way. Because he hasn't specified here. Right. Okay. Now, oh, blessed on the true stories. Cele is afraid of the Sizotho. Blessed on true stories. He is scared of Advocate Therefore. Lady C, Mr. Head is all over explaining. We're still waiting on him to arrest every gun. Imagine. I get you. I get you see the thing that you are mentioning that he's over explaining. I get it and I agree with it. He's over explaining. Now I kind of feel like that is over explaining. But let's continue with some of the stories of the day, right? If you remember vividly, there were police that were killed by the KZN police. What happened to this one now? I can't open this one. Okay, let me rather move into this one. Now, there's this police in KZN called Mr. Mkwanazi. Mr. Mkwanazi was talking about a lot of lawlessness that is happening in KZN. He says, Police Minister Bheki Cele on Sunday said police remain unapologetic in their aggressive and decisive response to crime. Cele said more than 150 suspects were shot and killed from April 2023 until today. He said, including September 2023 fatal shot of 19 cash in transit heist suspect in Makhando in Limpopo. They opted to engage in a gun battle with police instead of surrendering. The minister says criminals have waged a war on communities and have become bros and testing the authority of the state by attacking police. There's no doubt those criminals and many others are ruthless and arrogant. Their actions demonstrate they will eliminate anything and anyone who stands in their way, he says. Gusho uBheki Cele. Criminals are warned that if they engage police instead of surrendering, instead of surrendering, they will come short. We are clear. Police will continue to protect communities and push back hard on criminality. Right. From April 2023 to date, 1,171 intelligence-led takedowns were conducted by the police service. This specialized operation involved weeks at times of months of planning and hey, I English word cameras. Hey, because that English data. Okay, and the monitoring of targets. They involve highly skilled detective working together with members of technical unity who execute the arrest. Tell me what you think, guys, now about this, because I still need to. I still. Uh, wait. There are many stories that are here that I need to talk to you about concerning police. There's this one where, oh yeah, let's start with this one of Metropolis. Right. Yeah, guys, you can see that today we are just visiting anything that has got to do with police. Um, okay, listen to this one by Times Life. It has been reported Johannesburg Metropolis officer has died after allegedly being shot by police officers trying to arrest his son for allegedly reckless driving. Huh? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Hmm. Independent police investigative directorate IP said the incident happened in Dobsonville, Soweto, Saturday night. IPID spokesperson Pilani Shapin said it was alleged that police were returning fire after the JMP officer had threatened to shoot at them. It is alleged that the police officers were on patrol when they saw a car that was driving recklessly and they tried to stop it. The driver did not the driver did not stop, and the police persuaded until he stopped at the house in Monasia Street in Dobsonville. The police officer allegedly approached the driver and asked him why he was driving recklessly and refusing to stop. When they asked him to, they allegedly told him that they are placing him under arrest for reckless and negligent driving. That is, look, wait, yabona manje, this website keeps up. That is when the mother of the accused allegedly came out of the house. She had an argument with the police officers. She allegedly told them that she is going to get her gun, and went into the house and started shooting at the police officers. The police officers allegedly returned the fire, and the JMPD officers fatally wounded. And then, yeah, that's how this police officer got shot. That's another story of interest. Another story of interest, as we are just lingering around the courts and police. Hey, have you noticed how busy our police, our courts are gonna be? Or already, Jay, even now, the courts are busy. But in the story, do you remember that there was a lot of noise about police killing those guys in KZN, the guys that were shot recently? Do you remember that story? Now it has been revealed that IPIT is investigating the shootout between between police and suspect in KZN. Now you know, whenever you hear the word that IPIT is investigating such stories, IPIT usually they investigate a behavior or misbehavior by police. So the moment I heard that, I kind of felt like, okay. Independent Police Investigative Director of IPID says it has started investigating the killing of suspects in KwaZulu-Natal, KwaZulu-Natal and Mpumalanga allegedly by police. The directorate says it has taken note of increasing number of suspect criminals allegedly being killed in a shootout with police. In the early hours of Monday, 9 suspects were fatally wounded during a shootout with police at Dasai in Marian Hill. And six suspected cash in transit robbers were killed in Mpumalanga. IPIT spokesperson Piladi says the law allows officers to defend themselves and community members if they are faced with violent situation. We are aware of increasing members of numbers of suspects allegedly killed in a shootout with police. IPIT acts mandate IPIT to investigate. One of this website it updates itself like that. Mandate to investigate all cases of death as a result of police actions and discharge of office firearm by police officers. Right. So, in other words, I can confirm to you that there is currently an investigation into that. There is currently an investigation into that to say what why are police doing what they are doing? You know what I'm saying? Let me check if I can say something. I can see something as well concerning the issue of KZN, because a lot of people started complaining, specifically when it came to the KZN shooting. Right? That's when a lot of people started complaining. Right? So now allow me to give you a bit of a history or a bit of a background as to what happened. But before I do so in the story in KZN, allow me to read your comments first, because I'm definitely sure you guys have been commenting. Okay, no, you guys actually you haven't said anything. Yeah, you haven't said anything. I don't see your comments, so I'm bound to continue here. Nkosi yam. So in a shootout, the one that happened in KZN, the community crowded the scene with many climbing into the top roof to gain a better advantage point, where residents celebrated the death, saying the gang caused a wave of terror. At least now we will sleep in peace. These boys have been making our lives hell. They had guns and they will carry them on the street. We were even afraid to walk on the road at night. We hope others who will look. We hope others too will be arrested to our look to save our lives and can go back to normal life. So, in other words, the community members were very happy with the fact that these guys have been killed, right? At least that is what I can get from as far as I can observe from this, right? Let me check if I've left anything behind. Nah, I haven't left anything behind, and I try to cover as much as I can concerning the stories. Yeah, let me revisit your comments again. He's scared. Why is he having bodyguards? Oh, Boyki. Ladies see at Boyki. Yeah, you are making a very important point there to say if Bheki Cele is going to claim that he's not scared, then why is he having bodyguard? Or in other words, he's saying, I'm not scared in a sense that I've got enough bodyguard that can protect me. My nose is inching, guys, and I don't know why. My nose is inching for some strange reasons. Yeah, come, guys, let me check some few stories for you concerning these cases that we are having in the before our courts, before we can all sign up and say goodbye to each other. We are already there. We are already there. We are already there. Okay, just give me few minutes. There's this story as well that I thought it is worth of our attention. Yo, hi guys, go. We are busy talking about horrible stories here, but yeah, I have no choice but to share with you. There's a story that was released by Umandla Khoza, Times Life. It says Sangoma beaten, burned to death, and avenged mutilation of girl's body. Now listen to this one. This one might be of an interest to a lot of people. Listen to this one. Mpumalanga resident allegedly killed a Sangoma who was accused of being the mastermind behind the death and the mutilation of 6-year-old Bontle Mashiane. Samuel Tlela, a Sangoma whose kidnapping, rape, and murder charges were provisionally withdrawn in August due to lack of evidence, was removed from his rented house at Matafin in Bombela on Saturday evening. He was allegedly beaten and his body set alight by a group of community members. After this original home in Gaduzweni was set alight at the time of his arrest, he had rented a Matafini where residents recognized him and warned him to leave. Police received a report about a mob justice incident. A preliminary investigation revealed the male was attacked by a group of people, and they ran away when they saw the police. The male was identified as Mange, Mangebelatane Samuel Tlela. A case of murder has been opened and no arrest has been made. Yet, police spokesperson Brigadier Sylvie Masala said on Sunday, anyone with information that can contact the Colonel Tamsanga to assist them. So, yeah. Now the thing is, I'm gonna raise this question to say. I'm going to raise this question to say, one will say, or one can comfortably argue and say, community members are protecting themselves because, I mean, come on. I mean, people, the community feels like they are not being protected. So, yeah, hey, today, guys, we are just evolving around the local. I thought we are almost done, but wow, I keep finding stories that I think they are worth sharing with you, right? Hey, yeah. Let me share this as well. Hey, these stories, guys. Me, I never thought that I would be with you for more than the time that we've already spent. But at the end of the day, it's always good for me to go through all these things so that we can get a clear, um, uh, yeah. we can get a clear view of this problem. This story then was released by Shonisani Tsikalange, right? It reads the following. A mutilated body of a newborn baby was discovered near a dam in Waterval in the Vembet district in Limpopo on Tuesday. Waterval police investigating case of birth concealment, right? Police spokesperson Brigadier Hlulani Mashaba said police were alerted about a discovery discovery at the bridge of Manganeni Dam. Mashaba said the community members. Mashaba says the community members was walking on the bridge when he discovered the body with parts missing. Now, hey guys, so they took this young baby, cut the parts that they wanted, and then the thing is, the reason I'm also bringing this story is simply because of the fact that we have yo take for instance the story of Jocelyn Smith in Cape Town. She hasn't been found even up to today. So you just kind of ask yourself a question: is she still alive? But nevertheless, let's say they said the following here. At this stage, no one has been arrested and investigation continues. The police have appealed to everyone or anyone with information that can assist with the investigation to contact Warrant Officer Jabu Mkari on, let me repeat the numbers, guys. If you guys are interested or if you've have got any information. It says, look, this person is in Limpopo, guys. Please note that. It says, contact Warrant Officer Jabu Mkari at 079 894 5473. Let me repeat. 079 894 5473. I repeat the last time. 079 894 5473. Or but you can call, or alternatively you can call 0800 10 111 or the nearest police station, or use SAPS app to report as they are pleading, or as they are trying to get information about the child whose body parts are missing, right? So if you guys do have any information concerning that, please do let the police know about that. Let me check if I've left something here. I just want to make sure that all these stories that are important today, I want to make sure that by the time we close this live stream, all of them are done and dusted with, right? Let me check if there's any other story that is of an interest. Just give me time. You see, the last story that I want to cover is this one. This guy, I didn't know why he was trending. Do you remember the story of this guy who a KPMG official accused of fraud and has 6 companies? Okay. Now, think about it this way. You are looking for a job. You find a job in a financial firm. You are working very well in that financial firm. Then you decide that, you know what? I am going to defraud this company. I am going to make sure that I defraud them. This is the story of a guy qualified to work in the financial sector, decided that, you know what? Let me do what I do the most. Let me defraud them. Arrested former bursaries specialist at KPMG, Fedelis Moema, is the director of 6 companies, 2 of which have been deregistered for non-compliance. A company search conducted by Sowetan shows that Moema 32 is an active director of Spiceman Media based in Bracton, Santin, Urban Triple and M based at the Willon Tshwane, and the native brother also located in Tshwane, while he was also running restoration business forum from Sun City in Johannesburg. Um, yeah. However, his two other companies, Moema and Association in Tshwane and New Harvest Minerals and Energy in Kempton Park, were finally deregistered in January this year by the Companies and Intellectual Property CIPC after a year of non-compliance. The company search shows that the man, but that's not where we look. That's not our matter of importance. A matter of importance here is that the man defrauded this company, and because of that, it defrauded them an amount amounting to about 16 million rand, right? And that speaks of greediness. Now, I think from my side, I'm done. I just want to read or just want to go through your comments right now, and let's hear what you've got to say. Bheki Cele, uthi yena no, yena is not scared of the Gcaba family. Indeed, he is not afraid of them, right? Let's now look at your comments, and I am not finding any of your comments so far as we are coming local to the end of the live stream, right? But one thing that I can also highlight is the crime and criminality that is being committed by our South African police service. It is very much scary when you hear that there's this tendency, and it's not the first time, guys, I spoke about it. In one of my videos the other time, I spoke about the fact that there's a story that I know where a businessman get kidnapped, and after being kidnapped, this guy, the family, then they knew a member of Hawks person and said, listen, this person has been captured or has been not arrested but kidnapped by these people. This person says give them the money that they want because apparently it's gonna be difficult to get him alive out of that situation. So it just speaks of the crimes that are happening. They look after the guy that the businessman was kidnapped. It just took about a few hours, 3 hours later, that person was already in Limpopo. That means as these people, when they took him from Joburg, they were flying to Limpopo and they went into a farm where it was very difficult and they could see everybody that was approaching them. So it just speaks of the nature of crimes that we are beginning to experience in South Africa. And in fact, I can even safely say to you, if you run a business and you know that you're doing well, it is safe to say you need to hire security, you need to buy proper cars. You know what I'm saying? Proper cars that can help you in difficult situations. But it's obviously, I can't say that it's an ultimate way of getting yourself safe. I mean, but then again, we were not long ago in South Africa. There was this. We were under siege, right? Where there was people who are, I don't know if I'm using the correct word, lest I get rebuked for that, but allow me to use the word that I know. It's called people, look, albinos, right? They were being they were being they were being wanted for traditional purposes, and you know what I'm saying. We are coming from such an era where it was a trend that if a person is a black person but it's got this white skin and blah blah blah, if you get that person, you're gonna make money, things like that, and you kind of ask yourself a question: where are we as a country in terms of crime? Right? Well, look, it was easier for us to take somebody's life because we believe we'll make money out of it. Like, where are we morally? Where are we? How do you kill a person? I'm just thinking, Pela, the stories that I've heard is that you can't just shoot this person and take the parts. What I've heard, as I was checking, as I was doing my research, is that if, for instance, they want to take your hand, or they want to take your private part, they will tie you and cut your private part while you are still alive, sound. Then after that, they kill you. So just look at how these people are being killed. It's so gruesome, and you know what I'm saying. But for the fact that you've got an audacity of taking somebody's life, That alone, when I see you, I see money. That alone, there's something here that is upside down. Then there's this issue of police involved in business robbery, involved in kidnapping, there's this issue of police involved in business robbery, kidnapping. You name all this sort of criminality within police. To me, it kind of creates a situation to say, how am I going to trust police? For instance, if police stops you these days, how do you trust that they're going to do the right thing? Personally now, I think we must get to a point where if a police van or police vehicle stops you in a position, in a place where it's uncomfortable, you'd rather drive into a place where it's very, very comfortable. Because I know a lady in Sentin. I once met that lady in Sentin who said to me, Bones, she's a white lady. She was stopped by Metro Police at night. So, and she admits that, you know what, I was not drunk, but, I was a bit tipsy. Look, she got stopped by this police. She stopped. And after stopping, they searched the car and they decided that we are going to arrest you. We are going to arrest you, right? Arrest you. So she's taken into the van. Instead of being taken to the police station, she was taken from pillar to post. From pillar, like they were busy driving with her at night. And ultimately, they stopped at a certain area, and the police untied their trousers, and you know the rest. They raped that girl. She then tried to open a case, and then the person who's in charge of those guys, look, the person who's in charge of those police told her that we will see if your case is going to succeed, right? And when I met her, she was busy trying by all means to get her case, to get everything going, right? I am saying police are becoming something else, guys. There are stories that you hear about police that are very, very, very scary. And please don't get it twisted. I am not in any way, shape, or form trying to imply that in general police are useless. By definition, police are very, very, very important people. They are very, very important. In fact, they are the ones that makes it easier for this country to be safe, right? It is because of police. And I do know police that loves their job, that do things the right way. However, the problem is these corrupt police, they destroy the credibility and the image of the South African police service, and it's a fact. I'm not one that is going to look. I'm not a person that's going to advocate that we need to kill police, for instance. No, you can't. You shouldn't do that. In fact, I'm one person that's going to educate you that when a police is in his or her uniform, the uniform given by the state, whether the gun is here or the gun is not there, you should never touch that police, because when you are now fighting a police in uniform, you are no longer fighting the police, but you are fighting the state itself. So cease or run away from a situation where you find yourself fighting a South African police service in uniform, whether a metro, any police. Once they wear their uniform, they are protected. Now you are no longer fighting police; you are fighting the state. So I'm not actually advocating that we should just go around kill police. We should, what I'm saying? No, I'm saying we cannot we cannot ignore the criminality and the misbehavior of police, and it destroy our confidence in them, right? Even if two police out of 100 police commit crime, it matters, because who commits the crime? It's the police. You know what I'm saying? It matters. So I've been going through stories of police that are now attending court cases for committing crimes, right? And it's just disheartening when you're looking at it from a civilian perspective. It's so disheartening as well. Right. Uh, so we then spoke about this babies who are being used. Again, I don't get it. Like, where, guys, who told you that you can make money by, you can make money by, um, who told you that you can make money by killing somebody? Like, it doesn't make sense, guys. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, come on, guys, these children that are being killed. And I also say to people, there's something that I don't understand. How do, when I hear that a person's like raped a 2 months baby, come on, how do you sleep, for instance? Okay, how do you get aroused when you are looking at a 5 year kid, a 5-year-old baby, 10-year-old baby, or girl? How do you get aroused? You know what I'm saying? Then you hear that a person slept with a 2 month baby. Like the other time I covered a story where in Northwest this guy was caught right-handed raping a 2 months baby. Guys, what is happening in this country? Like what is happening? Like we are busy, man, but the problem is we are busy dealing with criminal activities from police to civilians, and everybody is busy committing crime. You know, I always hear women saying, "We are not safe. We are not safe." Guys, the issue of safety. In fact, when it comes to women, let me rebuke you guys. Do you know that when the stats that was released by Bheki Cele, not the latest one, the previous one, it said that in that quarter, about 5,200 and something, if not 5,500 and something, people were killed, right, in a contact crime. But then listen to this one. This is where you find it, look, this is where you'll understand where I'm going. It then said, out of this number, 1,188 was women and children. The rest it was men. So we can confirm that people whose life are in danger, it's not women and children, it's men. We are 3 times in danger than you guys. But yeah, because the media these days is preaching the idea that women are in danger, women are in danger. The stats itself says otherwise. It says that men are in danger more than women. But nevertheless, we people were the ones that are creating a situation like that. And I'm worried about the fact that why is it so easier for us to commit all this lawlessness crime? You're killing a person because he's got like a white skin, like the guys with albino. You are killing them because you're gonna make money. That does it make sense that you're gonna kill a human being to get rich? You know what I'm saying? Uh, these stories of this lady that was working in a magistrate who killed the boyfriend, the husband, for why? I don't know, right? Like, guys, these people are working very nicely, are working in court, but we are not safe. That's a bottom line. We are not safe, guys. We are not safe. Me now, I'm even scared to get married because the next thing you are killed by the very same person whom you are married to. I'm even scared to get married. Hi, corner guys. I'm even scared. That okay, but the point here was that I wanted to paint you a picture of the situation in this country. Look at this criminal activity that is happening around the country. Uh, right. Look, Cynthia Malope, only God can protect us bongs. Running a business is risky. Yeah, I agree, Cynthia. Cynthia, are you the one in USA? Right? I agree, Cynthia. Look, blessed on Uten, based on true stories. I don't know whether he meant fuck the police. I don't know. Okay, Miriam Mazenge, a member of the of in my channel. You can see even when she comments, yeah, her comments is highlighted with that thing. You know what I'm saying? Now this member says, Utin, level one. Oh, she did not comment. She just showed up. Thank you very much, Miriam Mazenge, for being a member in my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Based on true story, citizens must appoint every local civil servant, especially health and security, not a state. Okay, Sanele Tabongze, Tasanele Tere is not even ashamed for reading out what state at all as a minister. UKMMN Utitele is not even ashamed for reading out that state at all as a minister. Hey, you are making a very important point right there. Right, Eddie Valentine, Look, Uti, this witch doctor has asked you to do the impossible things after taking all of your money. Oh, yes. You've got a point there. You've got a point there. You've got a point. So, yeah, guys, I must say, I must make this announcement that we're going to be continuing with this type of segment, especially now that the case of Senzo Meyiwa will be back on Monday. So during lunchtime, we're gonna go live and talk about what we have seen on the day. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. So yeah, we were just testing and making sure that everything is set up well before the case resume. Now that we are here, we are safe. We can now rest assured as long as there's no load shedding, we're going to be safe. We're going to be continuing with this. We will have a chat. We'll have a conversation. I can only say, guys, do remember to subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section below. Guys, I do love and respect you. And please, yeah, thank you very much for being part and parcel of this YouTube channel. Guys, I'm gonna see you probably next or tomorrow if there are other stories that are worth of us reporting on them. Till such a time, good people, please take care.